59 years of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
From the 35 on second down, Jackson buying time to his left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. They go play action with Jackson. Now he's flushed out left. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play action. Now it's Murray. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Play fake. Murray. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Play action. Now Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Hassan Reddick, his 2nd sack of the night. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They go play action now. Jackson. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall him on. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 54 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That is caught by Anderson. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off the play fake. Jackson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Oh, wide open, complete. And down to the 11. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football? It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, it is cold. And it is cold. It's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more. Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And Boswell's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these.
Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they trail here in this Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Murray. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate
big plays for an offense.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for Carolina. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Yeah, this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Murray to air it out again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Touchdown! DJ Moore from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Running lanes right for him in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Now Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine, ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter. Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now. Being chased out left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Staying on his feet. He'll let this go deep for runs. He's got him in. Complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Jackson to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you were backed up into a second and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Back to throw it. Murray rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. This is McCaffrey on the give, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions.